Hi everyone, I'm here to present STAT, subtle typing around the thigh for head-mounted displays. So text entry for head-mounted displays has become a fairly popular topic in HCI, since providing input to an HMD is not necessarily intuitive, as our view is often obstructed by what's being displayed. Many of these works require specific hardware in order to provide eyes-free text input. Others have used available commodity devices such as the smartphone. However, in contrast to the studies with more complex hardware, this solution is not always readily available, as it requires taking the phone out to use it and full encumbrance of the hand. If we think about where a person's hand typically falls while sitting or standing at resting state, it's often placed atop the thigh. Thus, it appears an opportunistic location for placing a smartphone as a touch controller for an HMD. In addition to this motivation, oftentimes people carry their phone in a location around the thigh, either in a front pocket or a bag at their side. Thus, the user could potentially interact with the device without moving it from where it's typically stored. This is what led us to investigate what we call subtle typing around the thigh, or the STAT technique, where users can provide text input to a touchscreen mobile device placed on their thigh. We employed a three-state cursor-based technique where the mobile device is divided into two sections, one of which is used as a trackpad to navigate, and the other that's used as a button to indicate selection. Our main goal of this project was to assess the validity of typing on a touchscreen mobile device mounted on the thigh. After several iterations, we narrowed in on two implementations to compare for completing text entry using STAT. The first was gestural text entry, and the second was tapping text entry. Lastly, we wish to observe whether users could enter text while the touchscreen is placed in a constrained environment, similar to how it's typically carried. For assessing STAT, we use a within-subjects design with 12 participants completing a transcription task. Each participant completed 20 phrases per condition of the phone mounted on the thigh, followed by 5 per condition with the phone located inside a pant pocket. We gathered words per minute, corrected error rate, and uncorrected error rate for each trial. While there are more results in the paper, I'll just focus on a few here. So for the final block mounted out of pocket, we found that STAT swipe had an average speed of 13.15 words per minute, and STAT tap was slightly faster at 13.37 words per minute. However, the most interesting finding here is the corrected error rate graph, where you can see that CER was significantly greater when using gestural text entry versus tapping, regardless of pocket condition. And so this just means that there were significantly more corrections being made. So what did we find? In comparison to other HMD text entry techniques, STAT exhibits comparable performance, which indicates its validity. We found that STAT swipe and STAT tap exhibited similar performance. However, since STAT swipes resulted in significantly more corrections, we would imagine a combination of the two would likely improve the technique. For example, using STAT tap for words that were more likely to be misrecognized and STAT swipe for the remainder. Through subjective data collection with participants, we found that while out-of-pocket is usually preferred, the in-pocket text entry is actually feasible when the user is wearing unrestricted pockets.